Hey everybody, and welcome back to Jackie's Garden Spot. I am Jackie, growing in Zone 8B, Alabama. On today, we're going to do a progress check on the garden, and we also are going to plant out some more Brussels sprouts. Remember, if you were with me when the first frost came in, then our Brussels sprouts did get burned back pretty bad. So we're going to go ahead and plant out some more Brussels sprouts, and we're going to do a progress check on that and look and see if we can bring any of those to harvest. Come along, guys, let's get started. I am going to replant out some Brussels sprout starts that I purchased to replace those Brussels sprouts that I lost in the frost. So these are called the Groninger Brussels sprouts. And with the Groninger Brussels sprouts, what's so unique about those is that they have won an award for being a high yield Brussels sprout. Also, they are able to take a light frost. So we're going to plant some of these out and see how they do here at the garden spot. I've already amended my holes with some of the garden tone, and so now I am ready to plant out. And we're going to water in, not very well because we have some rain that's coming in a little later today, but I'm going to water enough to get them started on their way. And they have a good root system. See that? So I'm very interested in seeing what it's going to do here. And I didn't pull those roots all the way apart for the simple fact that I just want to be able to them to anchor themselves and get started with their growing spurt here. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get some more soil to put in here to cover that root system. Give me a moment. Okay, we just want enough soil to cover that in so that it can start on its way. And I'm just going to mash it down so that it has very good contact with the soil. That looked like it was two. We'll see. We'll see, guys. We will see. And that's one that's planted in. I may have to stake it up a little. We'll see. I think that as it gets acclimated, it will start to stand up and get its own boundaries there. So let's move over to the next one. I'm going to bring you over right in here. And we're going to plant another one in. And again, with this root system, I'm just going to kind of pull it apart so that it will find its footing into the soil. That's all I'm doing there. And I'm going to plant it in. Again, mashing down firmly to give it contact with the soil. And it should be on its way. I'm going to continue down the row here. And then I'm going to start on this side. And then I'll bring you back to show you the end results. Okay, family. So here are our end results. There are 3 planted down this row. And then 2 on this row. So they look very healthy. Look at that. Look very healthy so far. I have not gone in and watered yet, so I will need to water those in, and we'll wait and see what happens. So there was one left in the pack because it came as a 6-pack. So let me move over here and show you exactly where we put that one. And I will come back and mark it because I do want to do a comparison because this will make a difference with growing next year. So, of course, those are the Long Island Brussels sprouts that we planted out earlier, and they got a little frostbitten. And then this is the new one, the Groninger, that I plopped in there because we had one that was too frostbitten. We pulled it out. So we'll see what happens with those Brussels sprouts. And moving on. Let's talk about these broccoli heads here. This one is ready to cut today, so we are going to harvest that one. So I'm going to look through here and see what else we can harvest out today. That one's still growing. I'm going to allow it to do that. That one's still looking good and it's on its way. But the bigger ones we're going to harvest off today, and we can eat that one in a salad. That one we're probably going to take as well. Let's see here. See if I can get this stem. Okay, very good. Can you see that? Very good head of broccoli. Very pretty. It was very huge. It cut it at an angle, as you can see. And that will allow for, let me show you that stem in there. See that stem? So that will allow it from getting so diseased. And it will also help those side shoots to come on out. Let's move on through and see what else we can get or harvest today. That one is still coming in. So is that one. Can you see that in the center? And then going back to the cauliflower, we're going to wait on this cauliflower here. Look at it. See, it looks like it's trying to turn that orangey color because it's called a cheddar cauliflower. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. And then this one still coming along. And then we get to the sprouting broccoli. It's still coming along there. Can you see that from that? Let me move up from that burnt leaf that I need to cut back. But yeah, see in here, still coming along just fine. So moving along. And then look at our mustards. It seems like they are ready. Oh yeah, they're ready for harvesting as well. So we're going to come in and harvest some of these leaves because they are ready. I probably need to get my shears to clip these. They're coming off fairly good though with my thumb. Look at that, guys. Pretty. So we're going to harvest some mustards today, it seems, as well. Let me go ahead and put these in the basket and I'll come back. Happy about that. They are so beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful. I want to leave some to continue to grow. That was not good at all. That's in the center. I don't want to pull the center out. But as I'm going through, I'm getting some of these decaying leaves off of the floor here of the garden. That's the one that's been burned. I'm going to pull it on off. See that one? Burned that. And let's move down. See what else we can harvest. Get you here where you can see. Oh yeah, nice harvest of mustards. So we generally mix our mustards with our turnip greens. Have you ever tried that? If so, leave it in the comments and let me know. What do you think about that flavor profile of mixing those turnips and mustards together. We have always mixed those together. Very good taste, especially if you like that kind of tart taste. A lot of people like the sweeter taste, so they tend to like to just grow collards because collards have a sweeter taste than the mustards do. Those mustard greens are just so good, right? So good. Moving on down, let's harvest some more. I'm just so happy to see these. Very good harvest. Look at that, guys. Very pretty. I'm going to show you the end results as well of what all we harvested today. Didn't come out here expecting to harvest, but hey, got a blessing, huh? Got a blessing. And we have one more plant in here that we're going to do. You can see it. Hopefully you can. I'm moving you over now. Yes. So let's look at this one. Well, those are all picked. The bigger leaves are picked. I want to get this one out of here because it's been frost damaged. But it was a very pretty mustard, but it's frost damaged. Let's see. Oh, we can probably take this one. Yeah. Yep, we got that one off of there. And I see one more that we can get from there. Right here. Okay, and let's show you what we ended up with. Y'all, look at the mustard greens and then the one broccoli head. It's a very good harvest. Very good harvest for today. I'm just so proud of that. What do you think? As remember, on this row, we had a bunch of turnips that we harvested out before. We have this turnip still remaining from the original set of turnips that were first planted out. And so the root system is trying to split on me. I thought that I could get a little bit more growth out of this one, but I can't. I'm not going to try anymore. I'm just going to pull this one up and we'll add them to the turnips that we already have. See, that's not good when that root system starts to split, but it will still eat. It's still fine. So we will use this one in the pot as well. And so on this row, we still have a mixture of mustards and turnips that still remain. We're also on the side of the garden. It's past time for us to try to pull some of these carrots out of the ground, and we'll see exactly how they performed as well. I'm moving this turnip green aside in my basket to make room. And let's see what we have here. Don't want to step too much on my in here because I have a lot planted in. I still have strawberries in this bed as well. But we'll start to pull and see what we end up with, guys. Oh, yeah. Can you see that? Gigantic size carrots there. And let's go over here and see what else we have. Some of these, as I'm looking, I'm not going to pull because as you can see in here, I don't know if you can see in here or not. Let me see if I can bring you a little closer. It's looking, if it looks very thin or narrow, I'm not trying to pull that out because that carrot is not ready for pulling. It's still growing, still maturing. but I am going through here and looking. I see one right here that I'm gonna try to pull. Let's see if I can get this one. Oh gosh, it's trying to break on me. So I'm not pulling many, but I am trying to harvest some of these out. And when I harvest these out, the ones that are still growing, that allows them enough room to kind of spread out and get bigger. So let's see in here. Let's see if I can show you as I'm going through here as well. Yeah, I see one in the back there. Try to anchor you down so I can get you in there. And it's this one right here. It's a whopper. See that, guys? Very big carrot. So as I'm looking through here, I am leaving some, I'm pulling some, because if I don't think that they're ready, I'm not pulling them, right? We do want them to grow to full capacity. So that's going to be it for the carrots today, I think. This one just got pulled up in the mix. It'll still eat. So the carrots are still coming along very well. I'm going to fertilize today. I do need to come back. I'm going to come back out a little later, and I'm going to harvest out some of this lettuce because look, that one is trying to go to seed. We don't want it to go to seed. We want to eat it before it goes to seed. So we are going to come back and harvest some of that out for dinner today as well. But let's pan you over and show you our carrot harvest. That's our carrot harvest, guys. Have 2 big carrots, some small carrots, 1 medium-sized carrot, and then we have our turnip. Very good harvest today. Our total harvest is 1 big broccoli, a mess of not turnips but mustard greens, 1 turnip, and then some carrots. So we ended up with a pretty good harvest overall. What do you think, guys? I think so. That's going to conclude this episode at Jackie's Garden Spot. From our family to your family, happy Thanksgiving. Wishing you a blessed and happy holiday, guys. Until the next episode, be well and be blessed. Bye bye.